By the time the ambulance got there, it was too late to save your father.
Are you okay, Eddie?
What was he thinking?
He wasn't.
Some guy tries to whack your latest boyfriend, and Pop thinks it's his job to get even?
No, I don't think he was trying to get even.
Did your boyfriend put him up to it?
I don't know what Dusty did.
Can't keep track. Is that it, Jan?
Hey,
Whoa, hey, wait a second.
it's personal, okay? Just stay out of it.
Explain something to me. You're wearing Dusty's ring, but he's not here, and your ex-husband is.
It's complicated, and besides, that's not the point.
Your whole life is complicated. That's why you haven't been back here since I was a kid.
Is that what you think?
You took off, and we never heard from you again. And the next time we do, Pop gets killed while your new boyfriend holds his hand.
Hold on a second. Listen, I don't know what story you were told about how your sister or why your sister went MIA for 20 years, but the truth is, she was kicked out of here by a couple of hard-headed, simple-minded people who couldn't see beyond their own shame that their daughter needed them and was scared. And because of that, Eddie, because of that, they missed out on getting to know two incredible women, your sister and your niece. So you can think whatever you want, and you can rant to whomever will listen. But as long as I'm standing here, you will not go after this woman.
Janet, it's okay.
No, it's not okay, Janet. It's not okay. She was 16 when she was kicked out of here, Eddie. 16 years old and pregnant and terrified and had nowhere else to go. And instead of folding and feeling sorry for herself, she picked up whatever life she had left and she made an incredible one with her daughter. 16. You remember when you were 16, Eddie? I do. I could barely make myself lunch.
I'm sorry, Jan. You got the Chaconi good looks, I got the lousy temper.
I'm sorry about that. If I was too harsh on him, You think so?
You want to know what I think?
Yeah.
I think my life would have been a lot easier if you had been here in the good old days.
Well, I'm here now.
It's my mom. You need to stop her.
Stop her from what?
From flying to Melrose Park and crashing Janet's father's funeral.
What?
She seems to think it's the only way to make sure that Dad's still on her team and not Janet's.
At a funeral?
Yes, that's why you need to change her mind, because if she goes there, she's gonna make everything worse.
Parker, I'm the last person your mother agrees with on anything. And I haven't been successful at talking her off the mountain at all lately.
Well, I don't want you to talk her off the mountain. I want you to lie her off of it.
You know what those things are doing to your lungs?
You got one of them disorders or something?
Leukemia?
No, the other one where you don't eat. You're thin as a rail.
Chemo can do that.
Oh, that stuff's poison. You know that, don't you?
Actually, it's helped.
No telling what it's going to do to you down the line.
Are you really this awful, or am I just in the middle of the world's worst daymare?
Are you going to wear that hat thing to your grandfather's funeral? You're not, are you?
You want me to take it off?
Well, I know a wig maker in town. You can get a red one, look more like your mother.
I'll stick with my hat thing.
Does your mother approve of this look?
This... what? I have cancer. I lost my hair.
Well, you think a mother would buy her kid a wig, then?
My mother takes great care of me, okay? Always has, all by her lonesome.
Lonesome? Jan Ciccone? Come on.
Excuse me?
Well, first there was your father. Then there was this guy that actually married her, the one that's in the house. But apparently that's over because I heard Josephine say something about some new guy, a grumpy, bumpy...
Dusty.
Yeah, that's him. So where is he? Or didn't you think it would look good to have 2 dates at her father's funeral?
Is this really happening? Hello?
Hey, it's Gabriel. How's it going over there?
Worst thing ever.
Is that sad?
Sad isn't the word I was thinking of, actually. Tell me something nice, like what time the garbage trucks came by this morning.
I'm sorry, Liberty.
I'm sorry I'm complaining. This is really hard on my mom. I just have to get through it. You know what? If I could fly away, I would.
Yeah, I know that feeling too. Maybe we can help teach each other how to do that.
Parker asked you to come here to keep me from making this trip to Melrose Park.
Melrose Park? Isn't that where Janet's father's
Would
being
you knock it off? You know I know why you're here.
All right, fine. But the fragrance idea is real. And you really shouldn't go to this funeral. Jack or no Jack, it's a dumb idea. It screams desperation.
I don't care. He needs me.
Did he say that?
He didn't have to.
You know better than this. If you show up there, it'll just show Jack that you're needy and that you don't trust him with Janet at a funeral, no less.
What am I supposed to do? Sit around here sketching couture dresses until he gets back?
Sounds like a
While
good plan
Janet
to
is
me.
leaning her pregnant head on his shoulder and weeping?
Can I make just one more point?
What?
If Jack is that vulnerable, you've got much bigger problems than a surprise visit is going to address.
Hey, do you guys want to go for a walk with us around the neighborhood?
Is there a bus stop on the way?
Why? What happened?
Aunt Marie.
Oh, no, she didn't.
Mom, that woman's a horror show. Or a train wreck. I think a train wreck because as she was sitting there with all that smoke circling above her head, criticizing everything about our lives, I couldn't stop staring.
I'm sorry, Liberty.
Don't be. I just can't figure out why you waited till they threw you out of the house to get away from it.
I know. But in spite of everything that they did to me, I tried my whole life to give you a sense of family.
You did. We are. But those people, they're like their own bad reality show.
What'd she say?
Well, in random order, she offered to buy me a red wig so I would look more like you. She implied you were a slut, and she told me the chemo was poison.
Oh, for God's sake.
I know. I hate them.
No, don't, Liberty. It's not worth it.
They're not worth it, Mom. They can never take us away from each other.
And do you see how bad you'll look if you show up at that funeral?
I never look bad, Craig.
Well, then let's keep the perfection going, shall we?
Okay, because you're right, really. If I chase after Jack every time Janet has a disaster or a baby.
Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, dear God.
I swear she's gonna just ignite.
Teresa, I tasted that sauce on the stove.
It's just a béarnaise sauce for the filet mignon.
Oh, well, parlez-vous espagnol to you, too. It was good.
Thank you, Aunt Marie.
You know, your mother and I both learned to cook from your grandmother. I would have thought some of the old world stuff would have rubbed off on you.
Lucky for her, it didn't.
Deb?
What's that supposed to mean?
That this house is full of mean people, full of judgments, and my mother was lucky to get out alive.
Listen, kid, you may not know me from Adam, but you do not talk to me like that.
Then don't you badmouth my mother when she raised me with all the love she had and then some. Well, you people acted like she was the worst person on the face of the earth. So she got pregnant before she graduated high school. So what? It happens to the best of us.
Maybe you don't go to Mass, but what your mother did in our religion is a sin.
The breed, it isn't worth it.
You want to talk about sins? You're on. I'm sorry my grandfather is dead, but what you all did to my mother, that is a sin. Having me wasn't.
You think we forgot she was alive after she left? We thought about her day and night, night and day.
She didn't leave, Aunt Marie. She was thrown out.
Well, your grandparents were never the same after it happened, Liberty. You should know that.
Then they should have tried to find us. Okay, whatever. What?
Liberty?
Parker, I'm sorry. I didn't see who it was before I picked up.
You don't sound so good.
I'm not.
Well, are you feeling okay?
I feel fine. I'm just surrounded by the family from hell.
Well, just say the word and I can be right there.
Parker, no way.
Well, if it's really that terrible,
It is.
well, then let me help you get through it.
Parker, I can't. I have to go.
You used to come here as a kid?
Yep. And then when I was a teenager, I'd come here to get away from them.
I would have set up a tent here myself.
I know, they're awful.
No, hey, listen, I think you facing all of this, it's really important in terms of you moving forward, you know?
Yeah, I know.
And I know that you came here to mourn your father and what you lost with him, but Janet, that loss is all on him, not you.
The day he died, he tried so hard to explain to me why he did the things he did, the way he was feeling.
Yeah, well, some of that will never be explained. Just know that he died knowing that you had forgiven him.
When I was in my bedroom earlier, I was thinking about the day he kicked me out. He was so sad, but he wouldn't change his mind. And then my mother, well, that's a whole different story. She wouldn't even look at me as I walked out the door.
So you took all that love
and you put it on your daughter. And you're both the better for it.
So hard to do right by her.
Yeah, and you did. Liberty knows that. That's all that's important.
It just took me a long time to learn to like myself, you know, because they made me feel less than.
You never were.
You know when that changed?
No.
When someone gave their love to me. When you fell in love with me. I learned to love myself again. That's what you gave me.